I'm Emmanuel Acho, co-host Marcellus Wiley. He's off today, but I got to tell you, it is a terrible, terrible day for sports fans. Unless you're a fan of the Patriots. Why? Because once again, the Patriots proved they are the most dangerous team in the National Football League. Now, we already know this much. We know that Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time. But what we just found out after last night's game is that the Patriots don't even need Mac Jones to win a game. Now, when I say the Patriots are the most dangerous team in the NFL, we got to get on the same page, y'all. What's the working definition of dangerous? Is I see it, not really me, Merriam-Webster. Dangerous, likely to cause problems or have adverse consequences. Boy, did the Patriots have some adverse consequences for the Buffalo Bills last night and caused a whole bunch of problems. 7-game win streak, 49 plays. They ran the ball 46 times, averaged 4.3 yards per carry, and still won the game. I knew the Patriots were running the ball. Y'all knew the Patriots were running the ball. Everybody and their mama knew the Patriots were running the ball. But they still could not be stopped. So if you're a sports fan, I hope you realize the Patriots, they're back to being the most dangerous team in the NFL. Now, that's how I see it, but I got to bring in a little bit of help to do this. Co-host of The Herd, Joy Taylor, and Fox NFL analyst Bucky Brooks. They joining me today. So, Joy, how dangerous are the New England Patriots?
Very dangerous, Emmanuel Acho. As you know, I have suffered under the rule of Bill Belichick for decades. And it continues. Time is a flat circle. The Patriots are atop the AFC again. I'll never escape it. This is going to be my reality for the rest of my life. But I'm fine with it. That was a great watch last night. We didn't know which way it was going to go. It was the Bills, the Patriots, battle of the Titans and no pun intended, the real Titans and the AFC, and the Patriots come out on top. They're obviously the best coached team in the league still. Bill Belichick has every trick up his hoodie, that although he wore the actual long sleeve hoodie last night. They have an egoless quarterback capable of executing the game plan. I mean, that was unheard of. Hadn't happened in 40 years, that many passes, as you just mentioned, Emmanuel. Everyone knew they were going to run the ball, and they still did it. They've proven they can throw it under the right conditions. The defense is third ranked. They were whizzing around last night. Their defense is incredible. Bill Belichick has them up and running again. They're not bad at anything, and that's what's really impressive. Their offense is middle of the pack in rushing, and they're still able to do what they did last night. They're getting hot at the right point in the season, and, of course, they are dominating the AFC. They only have one loss in the AFC this year, and it was Week 1 against the Dolphins, Mac Jones' first start, so I'll give him a pass on that. I thought what Mac Jones did last night was really impressive. That is an egoless thing to do, to throw the ball 3 times. He cares about wins. Bill Belichick likes that style. It was incredibly impressive, and they are very dangerous because they can win any way they want to.
We're going to talk a lot more about Mac Jones because I do think his ego or lack thereof was the biggest thing I noticed in the game. But I do disagree with Joy saying that was a great watch. I think it was about as good a watch as a Timex. But Bucky Brooks,
Shade.
How dangerous do you think the Patriots are?
Oh, I think the Patriots are real dangerous. I think we are getting ready to see another era of dominance from the New England Patriots that we saw before in the early 2000s. Bill Belichick is funny because I feel like Bill Belichick is the guy that goes in the club and he always picks the same type. Each and every time we see him in the club, he has a type. And his type right now for the New England Patriots is the type that he had back in the early 2000s. Strong running game, dominant defense, efficient quarterback who understands how to manage the game. And this is what it is. So I'm looking last night and I see Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. I'm like, man, you know, those guys kind of remind me of Antoine Smith and Corey Dillon. I remember those guys in the early 2000s. Oh, let's look at this defense. Matthew Judon. Let's look at Jalen Mills and all the other guys. I said, well, I've seen this. Brewski and Willie Mack and Mike Vrabel, and they did the same thing. And, oh, look at that quarterback. The quarterback that's just managing the game. He's making all the checks and handing it off. Oh, that looks like young Tom Brady in the early 2000s. And so I'm just saying we have seen this movie before, and Bill Belichick deserves credit for taking it back and allowing us to see it again.
What's so interesting to me, though, is that I didn't think we'd see this movie so soon again. We all knew that the Patriots, without Tom Brady, they were going to have a lapse. Without Cam Newton, we were like, okay, Patriots ain't going to be good for at least another 2-3 years. We got time. But just like that, the Patriots are back and back in action. I think what shocked me is that everybody knew how to stop the Patriots last night. I could have texted you. I could have texted you. Y'all could have texted me. How should we stop the Patriots? Load up the box. It still couldn't be done. It makes me wonder, can anybody stop the Patriots at this point in time?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, yes, I don't think they're going to win all of the rest of their games, but that's what's brilliant about Bill Belichick. We know, one, he's going to feast on young coaches and young quarterbacks. So if you've got either one of those, you better bring the best game you ever played because he's going to outcoach you in that perspective. The defense is great, and they're running the ball, which at this point in the season in December is very crucial. So that's what we're talking about. They're very dangerous. Are they stoppable? Yes. And to me, the reason that they are stoppable, which is going to sound like shade right now coming off of everything that we just gave him praise for, but they do have a rookie quarterback.
True.
So when you're looking at it from that perspective, if you are going up against another coach that's been there, another defense that's been there, let's say in the AFC, you've got the Kansas City Chiefs. Who's given Bill Belichick problems? Andy Reid. That defense is playing well right now. Against a rookie quarterback, when you do have to throw the ball, when you're not throwing it 3 times a game, are you going to make the mistakes there? Because to me, that's what the game plan was for Mac Jones last night. Don't turn the ball over. It's going to be a low-scoring game. We're going to run the ball, so we're going to minimize the opportunities for you to make mistakes. But if you're going against a team that will force you to be in those situations, if you're playing from behind, then that's where the question with Mac Jones might come into play.
Here's what's interesting, though, Bucky. To piggyback off Joy's point, I really used to think, man, the Patriots are going to need Mac Jones to win. You're going to need a veteran quarterback, a veteran presence. Mac Jones is the weak link of the team. But at the point in which you literally did not need Mac Jones last night, I couldn't play football. I couldn't throw quarterback going up. My dad, he's from Nigeria, so I didn't throw the ball a lot. We played soccer. And so I literally still can't throw a spiral to this day. Y'all don't make fun of me. I'm serious. I have insecurity issues. So I realized Patriots would have won the game with me as the starting quarterback. Bucky, do you agree that they are going to need Mac Jones at some point in time? Because I used to think so, like Joy, but after watching that game last night, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, no, because they can't get every game on their terms. And at some point, Mac Jones is going to have to make a handful of throws. Now, will he have to make 40 throws for them to win? Probably not. But at some point in every game, particularly in the playoffs, you need your quarterback to make 4 or 5 throws that are gotta-have-it throws. And so can Mac Jones make that? Because as much as we can praise him, I do remember, Joy, we were working together on a Thursday night, and we watched Mac Jones, and they tried to dial it up a little bit against the Falcons. He turned it over, and then Bill Belichick said, back to your room. Here we go. Let's go back to handing it off. And so the thing will be, can Mac Jones play within himself and make those plays when another team says, yeah, we're going to make you play left-handed. We're going to make Mac Jones have to win the game. And can he come up and deliver?